Hello everybody, my name is Rojo and welcome back to Wizardry VII. So last time we did a little bit of exploration of Ukpir, and I speculated a little bit about A1 Vi Domina. Turns out her full name, somebody brought up to me, is Vitalia. So there you go. That's what you get for being speculative, I guess. So Vitalia, I mean, still Latin, I think. Means like, you know, vital, life, etc. So could still mean something, but probably not. It's probably just supposed to be a cool name. Anyway, yeah, we also got our first mission last time to go and find some strangers hiding out outside of Ukpir in the forest to the north, and we're gonna do that. I also got this little Wizardry Journal of Important Things going on so that I can try and keep track of just the characters and information that we get and all that kind of good stuff. And I got a little to-do list of stuff we're probably not going to get to, right away. So there's that. Never done that for a playthrough before. So we can refer to that if we have to. At any rate, let's go ahead and get started. Last time we actually kind of got in a fight with some ghosts that were pretty nasty. We might want to consider resting soon. At least before we go out. So we got a lot of ratkin here. Well, you're so paralyzed. We're actually kind of in rough shape now that I'm looking at things here. We've got like confusion, terror. We should probably just run. In this case, as much as I'd like to fight them, and I think we could win, but I think it's just going to be a little bit too tedious with our status buffs. If I had realized that we had these debuffs on, I would have just rested to begin with, I think. So I think once they're done shooting us, yeah, we should be more or less fine here. And let's just camp out for a bit. Okay, so that's all of our debuffs gone. Now let's just cast a couple spells here. Like a heal wounds on you sounds pretty good. And didn't mean to click on her. Yeah, there's a little bit of like latency, I guess, if you want to call it that. Like when there's a sound effect going and then you try to do an action. The game waits for the sound effect to finish before it carries out the action. So that's a little annoying. But I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that I can reasonably do about that or not. For now, we will just continue on here. I'm just gonna see if I can finish exploring this. Oh, we're gonna. This is a forced encounter tile, I see. In that case, I don't want to fight ghosts again because we just like ran away from ghosts to get rid of these debuffs or whatever at the end of last time. So let's see if we can get a different fight. Doesn't look promising. Does not look promising. So I think we'll just avoid that tile for now. Until we have, I think what we sort of need is like a little bit more in the way of skill points. To be able to reliably hit the ghosts. I mean, they're always going to be annoying because they blink in and out, but doesn't necessarily have to be so annoying. And they get some nasty magic as well, but we can get some things later to sort of protect ourselves from that a little bit, I think. What do we got here? More ghosts. Alright, well. So I think I'm just going to leave this unexplored. We don't have to do this right now. Let's get out of town. And see about finding those people outside of town that we're supposed to be finding. Alright, we can probably handle this, I think. Let's have you use the loot on the back group, I think. And then everybody else can just fight, I think. was kind of hoping maybe there'd be like a fountain in this town somewhere, but I guess not. Let's actually back up with you and have you use... I don't think there's any reason to use your hat. Let's use your Angel's Tongue here. And we'll just keep fighting. Very nice. And these guys should be pretty much a breeze to deal with, I imagine. I actually should be using Fempo's Sparkle Sticks or whatever I have, just so I can get his artifacts up. Kind of been forgetting about that. But that's alright, we can use some now. 2 damage, so they're not very good. I mean, I think I bought them from Queequeg back in Bane, so that's pretty early gear. So I'm not expecting to get too much mileage out of that, right? That's a supply depot. We actually need to go... We need to go this way? No. This way? I think, actually, to get out of here. Yes. Just exploring a little bit more of the thing here. But this should take us back out, yeah, to where we started, more or less. Oh. Umpani and Umpani Renegades. So these are bad guys, I guess. I don't see that we can do much else here, so let's go for it. Actually, you know what? You are going to go ahead and use your loot. Hopefully we can put these guys to sleep. And then everybody else is going to fight this first group, and we'll see how we do here. They seem pretty darn tough. They got a lot of HP at the very least. I mean, one of them just took a hit for 58 damage and didn't go down. And we're not getting a lot of mileage out of the loot there, so... Oh, we got a crit though with the bullwhip. Nice. Okay, we're gonna stick with fighting this this other group, I think. I don't want to use... This isn't a situation where I'd want to use Sparkle Sticks. These enemies are unknown, and they could be quite dangerous, so... We also should probably practice hiding with some of our characters. Because, like, for a monk, that'll give them more armor class, and it makes the character untargetable by the enemy. With the exception of enemies that have AoE attacks, like AoE spells and what have you. Ooh, ow. And speaking of hiding, like... we could have you try... I think you are going to do a heal on Fenpo, and then you will fight. You are going to do a heal as well, I think. Just to try and make sure he doesn't die. And then why don't you try a fireball on these guys, and we'll see how that does. Okay, Fenpo's hidden, so he's safe. And the other advantage of hiding is that when you attack from a hidden state, you get bonus damage. And on top of that, if you kill the enemy, you won't be revealed. So this guy, that's going to be enough to kill that guy. It's got to be. Yeah, backstab. Oh, well, I mean, sometimes you won't be revealed, I guess. Sometimes, at least that's how it was in Wizardry 6. Maybe it's a little different in 7 here. But I think we're still doing more or less fine here. I still don't really want to use Sparkle Sticks here, so I'm just going to have everybody just fight. We're getting our weapon skills up, which is important. These guys seem a little bit less dangerous than the first group, so... Okay, and we'll just finish them off. Curious what kind of XP we're going to be getting out of this. Quite a lot. I was going to say, I'm a little surprised we haven't gotten any XP yet, or any levels. But there we go, so we got some int, stamina, HP, and some skills. Being that this is our first level up, let's talk about how that works. It's a bit different than Wizardry 6. because everything is split up into these different categories. While personal, I don't know exactly how personal works as far as how many skill points you get, but each class sort of gets like a different distribution of weaponry, physical, and academia, and it's also influenced by your stats, I believe. So it's a lot harder to stack up like one specific skill in this game. That said, let's see here. So you're using the Menaz Lance right now, which I believe is Poland's staff. So I guess, I mean, trying to think. Eventually she's going to be a ninja, but I'm not sure exactly what weapons she's going to end up with. So I guess for now, let's just increase what we're using. All right, now this is important. We've got a couple new skills here, swimming and climbing. We need at least 10 swimming according to the manual, or else we're basically guaranteed to drown when we go swimming anywhere, even though she has wings and could theoretically fly. But that's beside the point. So we need to get everybody up to 10 swimming, basically ASAP, non-negotiable. Eventually, I've heard recommendations of 30 climbing for some areas, but there's a spell that may be able to help us with that, so I'm not going to worry about that quite so much. You may as well put that into your firearms skill. And here, this is where things get a little bit difficult. We're going to have to make some tough choices as far as where these academia skill points go, because Kirijitsu, extremely good for killing enemies quickly, but we need these casting skills. Theology is for the priest spellbook, thaumaturgy is for the mage spellbook, alchemy is for the alchemist spellbook, and then psionics, I believe it is for the psionic spellbook. And these skill levels determine what level, as well as the level of your character, determine what level of spells you have access to when you level up, when you get a new spell. So, and then we have mapping, which is something that one of our characters is going to be taking care of for us. Now then, let's see. So she's got a lot of theology already. So I'm not thinking I'm going to spend too much time leveling that up, because eventually, like I said, she is going to be a ninja, which uses the alchemist spellbook. I need to look up what the thresholds are actually for each level of spell. So let me do that real quick, and then we'll come back to this. Alright, after a little bit of looking around, I found the threshold for getting to level 4 spells. I believe 35 actually is the threshold for, or no, it's 37 is the threshold for level 3 spells. So we'll at least give her 2 points in theology here. Now some points are distributed for you automatically, depending on your class, and so she may be getting theology points forced upon her every time she levels up as a Valkyrie anyway. I'm not sure, but we want at least access to level 3 spells. So we're going to go with that. With all of that done, I believe we exit here, and then we get a new spell because we've leveled up. And I think the elite classes start to get spells at like level 3, something like that. Let's see, what do you go for? She doesn't have heal wounds yet. So I think that's what you got to go for, without a doubt. All right, and she's gained a level. She got dexterity, she got stamina. Each stat increase is randomized, so it's worth it sometimes to like reload your save if you didn't get a very good level up, because you need certain stats to be able to be certain classes. Anyway, so she's using the bow right now. We'll just give her some more points in bow. That's fine. Points in swimming for you. She's almost where she needs to be. And sure, a couple points in firearms. Why not? Now, I believe I was going to have her be my my mapper. So let me just double check here. Yes, okay. So her theology is a bit on the low side, but there's probably something we can give her, and I really want her to get the mapping skills. Although I don't know, I guess it can sort of wait. Yeah. No, I'm going to give her 5 points of mapping and 1 point of theology. She'll get some other magic. It's fine. So, Dispel Undead. And not much else. She really actually needs those points. I mean, Dispel Undead is fine to get, though, because it gives us more divine magic points, which is extremely desirable. And Dispel Undead is usually, I think, at least a decent spell when you're fighting various kinds of undead. Alright, so we need to explore this forest at this point in order to find whoever it is that's hiding out here. I have no idea where they're going to be. More black birds, that's not a problem. We could probably actually start using... oh yeah, you can use the mouse wheel too to scroll through these. That's good to know. I guess I either didn't realize or forgot about that. There we go, we'll do that. And everybody else can fight. Yeah, since these birds can fly, I guess I'm assuming that they can go to our back ranks. At least that's kind of what it seems like. These seem like some... yeah, fire crows. I'm wondering if these are the ones that do the nasty stuff. Guess we will find out. I think everybody else should be fine here. I'm going to have her try to hide, though. And fire crows... I don't know if silence is going to do us any good if they are just breathing fire, but we'll try a stink bomb. Oh, there it is. But only hit one person, so I guess it could have been worse. You can also see Fempo is really losing a lot of stamina. If his stamina goes to 0, he will fall unconscious. So we need to see if we can do something about that. First off, we'll have him stop meleeing. That will help a little bit, I think. We need somebody with stamina to go ahead and cast that on Fempo here. You should probably go ahead and just heal yourself. And you should probably give us an enchanted blade, because we're having a little bit of a hard time hitting these guys, it seems like. Oh, yeah, they do get multiple people by the looks of it. Okay, let's see here. So this time you're gonna hide. You're gonna hide. You're gonna use the Angel's Tongue, I think. You go ahead and heal him. And you go ahead and probably actually just fight. And then you actually, well, I guess you will do a heal after all. You do that. And is there anything else that we can try casting on these guys? Not a whole heck of a lot. I don't know that a Chilling Touch is going to do us much good, but we can try it. Well, I mean, we did hit. Alright, you guys gotta fight. Nerb, heal thyself. Elise probably needs to do some healing as well here on Nerb. And then you guys will just fight, I think. Maybe we'll get a lucky crit. There we go. Should get a decent amount of XP out of this as well. If we live. Let's see. You should probably heal yourself at this point. And you guys will just fight. Okay, there we go. Yep, lots of XP there, and there we go. We got a lower level with you. Strength, vitality, personality, stamina, HP, and a skill bonus. I've heard that it's possible for stats to lower, but I don't know if that's true. I suppose we will find out. I think it can happen. I think I've heard that it can happen in 6 as well, but I don't know if I ever saw it. It's been a while, so we'll give you more sword for sure. Physical, you get swimming. Personal, you get a point of firearms. I thought he should have diplomacy, but I guess not. Unless that's an academic skill. Ah, yeah, it's an academic skill. I see. Well, who? Let's see, what was I gonna do with you for your specialty skill here, Ulu? Ulu was gonna be my scout, which is a physical skill. Yes. Okay. So we'll get there eventually with that. It's not super important. Now he's a lord. He's got access to some theology. If I wanted to, I could give him some of that. Let's see. He's going to end up probably as a ranger by the looks of things. So I think it would be a mistake to focus on his theology at the moment. Our best bet is probably just to give him some more alchemy. And he gets a spell. I mean, he doesn't have heal wounds yet either, so yeah, it's pretty important. He gets a samurai level. No stat bonuses for Fenpo here, poor guy. More sword. And some swimming for you. And let's see, Fenpo was going to be my artifacts guy. He's already got quite a few points in artifacts. And we can level it up using those sparkle sticks, I think. So I'm a little bit less worried about him. Let's see, you are going to be still a lord eventually. Or not still a lord, but a lord eventually. He's going to be all over the place class-wise, so let's see, Thaumaturgy's at 42. I don't think he's going to get to 54, no matter what I do. So let's give you... Let's see, what's next here? Probably give you some of that. Theosophy is the one for psionics. I was wrong. No, it's not called psionics. But there you go. That's done. Fire Shield sounds like a really good spell to have. Not gonna lie. Whipping Rocks, it's the new one. I think it's an AoE spell, sort of like Fireball, but I'm gonna pick a Fire Shield here. Got a monk level, which sounds pretty good. Let's see here. We'll go with, I think I have you using hands and feet right now, so we'll give you a little bit more of that. And then, let's see. You are going to work on... You are actually going to be my diplomat eventually, but you don't have the personality for it just yet. So, instead... Well, I mean, we're gonna give you swimming anyway. There's no question about that. And then, let's see. Right, so we would like you to get Thaumaturgy magic going. So let's just checking my my old spreadsheet here. He's gonna have a lot of opportunity to get alchemy. So I think I'm going to get him some more theology, actually, because he's going to spend some time as a lord in the not-too-distant future. And he gets a monk spell. Psionic Fires doesn't sound too bad. Watch Bells, Divine Trap, Sane Mind, Blink, Shrill Sounds, Stamina, and Haste. We'll get you that. And then you get a level as well. Everybody gets levels. Let's see, you're using, I think whips are under Mason Flail. Physical, definitely. Swimming, firearms, academia, let's take a look. So Gertrude is one day going to be a Valkyrie here. So probably don't want to spend too much time on the Thaumaturgy skill line for her. She might get one more level though, which would be enough. So I'm actually going to go for it. Let's see, Energy Blast, Fire Shield, Whipping Rocks, Watch Bells, Blink, Missile shield weakened and ice shield. Ice shield I think is probably going to be less useful. This is good just to get more divine magic points. But honestly, you probably want another fire shield. Oh, and she gets another spell? Okay. Not gonna complain. Well, sure, give me an ice shield just in case. She gets another one! Unstoppable. Give me a blink. Maybe pure casters get more spells per level? I'm not really sure how that works. So we've spent quite a lot of time just talking about level ups and how all that works. We'll spend less time on that in the future. Alright, Mano Groves. Fight him. Fight him. Should have rested. Without a doubt. I think we'll use the Angel's Tongue here, and we'll just have everybody fight and see how this goes. No idea how tough these guys are. They seem to be doing a pretty good job of hitting us, though. There we go. We're doing pretty good damage here. They are getting like double attacks though, which is kind of bad. But we're starting to get extra attacks with our weapons, which is really good. Here we go, there's one down. Let's see here. Might want to actually have you fight. You're going to hide. You can try and put these guys to sleep. I doubt it's going to work. You fight, and let's have you hide as well. Ooh, she died. Unfortunate. Alright, so I'm not gonna accept such a death. Very sorry. The reason for that is, I mean, we have plenty of resurrection potions in theory, but you actually lose a point of vitality when you recover from death or from being petrified. So that is why. I'm gonna rest out here for a little bit. I don't know if the enemies change when it's daytime or nighttime. Alright, let's see how we're doing magic-wise here. Not too bad. Kind of low on the divine magic is really our biggest problem right now. Now, since she's a fairy, she has a little bit better magic regen naturally than a lot of the other characters. Oh, and this is actually kind of a convenient screen. Didn't realize the screen even existed. We'll have you, I think, do a little bit of healing just on you. And then let's have you go ahead and do a little bit of healing as well. Like so. So everybody's in pretty good shape. And then let's get a big enchanted blade going. Let's get the biggest armor plate that we can get. And if we can, let's get a detect secret as well. Just like so. And we will save and resume here. So now we're probably going to have to redo this fight. Yep. And yeah, awesome. More fire crows. We could use a fire shield here. Just a little level 1 fire shield to see how things go. Let's have you use the Angel's Tongue here. And everybody else will just fight. Ow. And Fempo dies immediately. Those fire crows sometimes a little bit nastier than other times, apparently. Never even got the fire shield. It wouldn't have prevented all the damage, but it would have at least prevented some of it. At least, or had a chance to prevent some of it. I'm not exactly sure what the mechanics are. Alright, fire crows again. Let's get a bigger fire shield going, I think, just in case. And there are defensive maneuvers that we can do, but I tend not to use those typically. Even with our buffs, we're still taking quite a bit of damage here. Having a hard time hitting these guys. Hey, but a crit, pretty good. Breathes fire. And yeah, the spell blocks some damage. It's a quick little message there, but there you go. And still a decent amount of XP out of that, so I cannot complain too terribly much here. And let's have you... you actually can't do much about healing yourself, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and heal her a little bit, and then maybe you'll do a little bit of healing as well. And we'll mosey on. So now that we've defeated the encounter, it's no longer a forced encounter every time we step on that square, which is quite nice. All right, Savant Guards and some Ratkin Thieves, huh? Let's actually have you use the loot on these guys. Then everybody else will just fight. We'll see how this goes. These guys don't seem all that tough. The poison could be bad. Yeah, we put a lot of them to sleep there, not all of them. Okay. Savant Guards coming to the front. We are going to focus on these guys now, I think. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's have you use the Angel's Tongue here, just so we have a little bit of extra buffing. And yeah, let's see if we can take these guys out, because I imagine they're probably more dangerous. Well, there's one dead. That's pretty good. He's got a laser spear. Well, I don't know. It seems like the Dark Savant must have landed somewhere if he's got Savant Guards running amok on the planet's surface here. Alright, so a big group of Ratkin Thieves. We're going to see if we can finish off those guys, and then we're going to use the loot on those guys. Then I think you finish off them. You can actually still shoot those guys because you have a long-range weapon, and I think you can attack there as well. So these guys aren't too bad. There's just a lot of them. There we go, much better. I think I may start having Fempo use some of those sparkle sticks just to get a little bit more artifact skill. You go ahead and do that, and everybody else, why don't you hide while you're in the back? Seems like, yeah, these guys don't really hit all that hard either, so that is definitely to our advantage. And actually, why don't you three hide now? And then everybody else will just go gangbusters on this this one Savant Guard that's left. There we go, we got him. And there's the poison. More poison. We're actually getting poisoned a lot now, which is annoying. But we're going to finish this fight first. So the way that status effects work and curing effects work in this game is, I think, like the higher level of the curative you cast, the more it reduces the duration of the effect. So it doesn't necessarily just wipe the effect out. It'll just reduce the duration. And if it reduces it to 0, then okay, then it's gone. That's the gist of it anyway, to my understanding. I think we just knocked one of them out, which is kind of interesting. All right. We got a key. That's interesting. What does that go to? I have no idea. We do need to, like, immediately, though. Let's see. Poison. Where is cure poison? It's probably one of those. We do have potions that we can use if we have to. But we'll see if anybody can actually cast. Get cure paralysis. We can cast poison on people. Cure poison might be a little bit of a higher level spell, though. Cure lesser condition is not gonna do it. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like anybody has it, which is kind of unfortunate. Nope. Well, that's fine. We'll use some of our potions here. We just got to find them. Pretty sure I have some anyway. We got Cure Stone, Resurrect, Barbed Arrows, Heavy Stamina. Got this key. Iron Key Special. So we'll definitely try and use this back in Ukpir at some point, I think. For now, we'll just keep it in the swag bag. Ah, here we go. Cure Poison. Let's give one of these to you, and then you'll drink it. Ah, I see. We can give it to anybody, actually. And drink another one, I guess. It may not come off until we leave the menu, actually. Yeah, okay. Not sure if that's just like a little bug or what, but it's fine. We will make do as best we can here. Just get people healed up a bit. And when we come back, we will continue looking for this crew of people hanging out outside the town. We didn't get a whole lot of progress in, but we'll get there. Things will speed up. We just, had to go over some stuff about leveling and all that kind of stuff. But as I said, in the future, that'll go quite a bit faster, I think.